dude.
Especially, speaking of nobody gives a fuck, Tone.
Oh, this will be a short last segment, everybody.
No, we have one more segment. I got to talk about Stellar Blade. This is
Oh shit!
I'm gonna end on a high note. I'm
this
not
is
going to
be a short segment.
So, Knuckles, a series spinoff of the Sonic movies, is out now on Paramount. 6 episodes, and it stars Idris Elba as Knuckles, Adam Pally, Scott Mescud, Ellie Taylor, and Rory McCann, who is the Hound from Game of Thrones.
Fucking cunts.
And the Hound. I loved him. I thought he was awesome in that show. But this show is basically Knuckles tries to teach a deputy the techniques of the Echidna Warriors to win a bowling tournament.
Which is how many Knuckles you can go in.
Look, this is an impressions piece because I could only get through about 2.5 episodes. Tone finished it because he loved it.
It was the best thing I've seen all year.
Dude, in 2.5 episodes, this is a blatant cash grab looking to benefit from the success of the movies. And it lacks the star power, and it lacks I don't want to make it sound like I think Sonic is like a fucking Oscar-winning narrative.
No, but
it's not. But there's good humor, not only for kids to enjoy, but there's some funny stuff for the adults. And again, for me, it's Jim Carrey. That was always the hook, line, and sinker for Sonic. You had Jim Carrey going over the top as Dr. Eggman, and I was cool with that. But this show, 2.5 episodes, cringe as fuck. That's the best way I can describe it, dude. Lousy writing. And look, Adam Pally is funny in a supporting role. He's good comic relief in the Sonic movies. Shows up, is an idiot, makes you laugh, steps aside, lets all the big dogs play. He's the lead here, along with Idris Elba. And when you have bad writing, generic writing, and somebody who doesn't quite have the star power of Jim Carrey or Ben Schwartz or even fucking James Marsden, you got problems.
Yeah, like we couldn't give James Marsden an extra check just to come through. Like
I would have much rather have him.
And you didn't even get to the point where Carrey was in the movie.
That's right, Carrey always is in it, yeah.
And listen, like, I got.
Did you even care by that point?
When I saw him, I was like, oh, somebody I recognize, right?
Worth 6 episodes.
Right. No, listen here. Clearly, they're like you said, it's a cash grab. Like they're rolling with the success of the other two. Like, yeah, they're not huge award-winning movies, but for all intents and purposes, they're fun. They're great for families. I've enjoyed both of them.
Respectful of the source material.
Very, for being something that is like a little bit more modern or put in the real world. Honestly, the best thing about these movies, including the series, is how well everything looks.
Yeah.
The characters look great, digitalized in a realistic world. Like that's where they put their money at, clearly, because they didn't give it to the actors because we got none in the 6 episodes of this. We got Idris Elba to come in and do lines. Who, again, he can work with what he had to work with, and he's entertaining as Knuckles. But like outside of the fact that like there's no star power, there's none of this other stuff going on. The story was complete bullshit. Like you got this alien character.
Echidna warrior
teaching what the fuck guy ever, what's his name?
Wade Whippleton.
Wade Whipple or whatever.
Wade Whipple, yeah.
He's trying to teach him the warrior instinct to have the bravery to win a bowling championship in Reno against his father.
A cheap kingpin knockoff.
And then you introduce, the Hound, Rory in there, who comes out of nowhere and ends up being literally the final boss, which was pretty much the last crescendo for the last 5 minutes of the fucking series. And there you go. And that was it. Like, have your kids watch it, sit them down. If they like it, they probably will. The kids walk away. Don't give a moment's thought of it. Like, don't waste your fucking time.
Yeah.
Don't finish it. There's no reason to.
I'll finish it.
I don't know what the ratings are on this. I'm sure people enjoyed it, get it for what it is, and that's fine. I get it for what it is. But as somebody who enjoyed the other two movies, this doesn't even hold a candle to them. Like, this doesn't need to happen. And you get Sonic for a couple of minutes. You can't even get Tails guy, like the guy that voices fucking Tails.
Wasn't there at all, yeah.
You can't get anything. Like, I get giving Knuckles like a side story. So why isn't he chasing down an emerald or something? So, like, why? Like, literally, why is he trying to give somebody the warrior instinct to bowl? Like, who signed off on that?
I know there's probably
Fire
some.
'em.
I mean, based on the first 2.5 episodes, I'm sure there's some like they really try to build up this struggle with Wade Whipple's like childhood with his dad and like his struggles and whatnot. Like they try to build up this story for you to be like, huh?
But you just don't care.
You don't care at all, and it's because Annabelle and even Idris Elba, they're just not given any good material. All it is lame one-liner after lame one-liner. You know who fucking Knuckles is in this show? He's Thor in Love and Thunder.
Oh, okay.
No, seriously. I mean, how often does he act like Thor? Yeah. Everything is like about a warrior, and it's always this weird analogy to like being a warrior. And I'm just like, this guy he's Thor.
It's a little much, yeah.
And I mean, he's just this. He's never given anything to like really show his character's got depth to him. And maybe it does in the later episodes, but it's just like this is fucking lame, bro.
It kind of tries to, but that's my point. Like in the Sonic movies, Sonic had to grow as a character,
and Tails and Knuckles were a part of that growth,
and even Knuckles did too in the second one.
Yeah,
but there was none of that. Like there really wasn't none of that at all. Like I want to know more about him. I want to know, like I said, like he should be chasing rings as well too, or something. Not.
Do they explain? And if you say they don't, I'm gonna be really pissed. Do they explain how these two fucking agents were able to infiltrate Gun and be bad people?
They probably did, but I'll be honest with you. Like I was on cruise control for
dude. Like when that happened, I was just like, "What the fuck is going?" Like they just kill this other dude and kick him into another world. I was like,
"Yeah,
what the fuck?"
Yeah, it was all. Exactly.
Like, look again. I'm not saying the stories in the Sonic movies are super fucking elaborate, but for Christ's sakes, dude, this really feels like a show where I'm like, kids, sit down and watch a show.
Right.
Dad's gonna go outside and have a beer or do something. Like the Sonic movies, at least I had the draw of Jim Carrey going over the top crazy and having fun as Dr. Eggman. I had that for 90 minutes, and I was like, cool. And some of the writing was funny. The jokes that Ben Schwartz was able to give as Sonic were funny. The scenarios that they played out were funny. Some of them are cringe, sure, but you gotta cater to that audience of kids. This is a kid's show from start to finish. At no point was I was like, This is on the same level as Sonic. I was like, why am I watching this? Is this? And I mean, I get it, and that pisses me off because the first two Sonic movies were so well received and they did so well at the box office. And by all accounts, it sounds like we're going to get Sonic 3 at the end of the year in December. So you're trying to build off that, but it's this shameless, shallow fucking experience with generic writing and a wasted fucking Knuckles. And again, Wade Whipple is a funny character in a support role. I don't want to show 6 episodes starring Wade Whipple.
Yeah. So with that, don't watch it.
Let us know if you're watching Knuckles and you're having fucking fun with it, and maybe we're missing something. Maybe we're missing the joke, or maybe there's some kind of weird underlying story arc that I just don't get.
I don't think we're missing anything.
Let us know in the comments, but I just feel like this is a fucking a weird afterthought. Yeah. This weird thing that's just going to be no one's going to fucking talk about when Sonic 3 comes out. And no one's going to be like going, oh, hey, I want to get caught up on the Sonic stuff. What do I have to watch? They'll be like, Sonic 1 and 2, and that's it.
Yep. You're good. Yeah.
It's so fucking weird. Like, is there anything in this show that ties into the storyline of the Sonic movies that makes you like
not really.
Nothing?
No, just,
Jesus Christ. Well, I mean, that's just, dude, that's fucking lame.
It's fucking lame, period.
Super fucking lame.